Fiji is in the South Pacific, and the best way to describe its location, if you have not been there, is picture yourself flying to Australia, and it is about midpoint, actually a little bit further beyond midpoint. Australia is about 14 hours due west from Los Angeles. Fiji is about 10 hours due west. Or alternatively, if you were flying over Hawaii as well, right? Just flying south of Hawaii, it's about a 9-hour and 45-minute flight from Los Angeles, and that's part of the draw. It's otherworldly. It's a different culture. It's a different type of destination altogether.
And of course, Air Pacific is the national air carrier flying from Los Angeles and Vancouver there.
That's right. In addition to that, being the national carrier, there's 300 islands in Fiji. So you need another way to get out to those outer islands, and we also have a domestic carrier called Pacific Sun, and that'll get you out to the islands where there may just be 1 or 2 resorts per island. One of the things is that it's so remote, and so it already, you can check that off the list that you've got remote, and what that means, it's also got a lot of romantic appeal about it. But in addition to that, as you mentioned, the scuba diving, Fiji is considered the soft coral capital of the world. So we've got great soft adventure. We've got diving, we have snorkeling, we have hiking, we have whitewater rapids, we have zip lines. There's a lot to do. So what a lot of couples find they do is that they've got this great idea to go to a romantic destination, to honeymoon, and they also want a little something to do, and Fiji has a little bit of that to offer. It's all soft adventure oriented. Castaway provides a lot of those too as well.
Now, there's another island not far away called Tahiti. How would you compare the difference, now I want both of you, between the two islands?
It's a cultural thing, I would say. Wouldn't you agree, John? I think it's a cultural thing. You've got a European influence over in Tahiti, whereas in Fiji it's Melanesian, I believe is what it is. So it's very island, cultural differences between the two, really. Two different people. Very warm, friendly island type of culture in Fiji. Tahiti is more European.
Now, there's a special deal going on right now, isn't there?
Is,
on Air Pacific?
We do. We just released it. It's published out worldwide. It's a 650 round trip airfare that we have, and that's round trip airfare from Los Angeles Airport to Fiji and back. And the next price level up is $750. I should also mention that Air Pacific also flies to Australia and New Zealand. So for those who are going all the way to Australia and New Zealand, might as well stop over in Fiji. Our airfares include that stopover in Fiji when you're going to Sydney, Brisbane, or Melbourne. And that's a $750 round trip rate. So it's only $100 more to go to Australia and New Zealand.
That classifies to be a deal. What would be the website somebody would go to for Air Pacific?
www.airpacific.com.